So far, in the discussion of cell structure and function, we explained the prokaryotic cell, and in eukaryotic cell, two important coverings, plant cell wall and cell membrane or plasma membrane. In addition to that, we also explained two important concepts in previous part. One is mitochondria, a powerhouse of cell. Another one, plastids. The plastids, mainly three types: green colored chloroplast, different colored chromoplast, and another important colorless or white leucoplast is there. Then in addition to that, we also have in a cell plenty of cell organelles. In that just you have to consider ribosomes. Ribosomes are protein factory of a cell. That means the ribosomes synthesize required protein in a cell. Whatever the food source, a protein source, we taken that digest as a amino acid and stored in amino acid pool. Then required protein for a specialist cell is synthesized in ribosomes. Basically, ribosomes found both in prokaryotes as well as eukaryotes. Then these ribosomes, in case of prokaryotes, they are 70S type. In that, the larger subunit is 50S, smaller one 30S. Whereas in case of eukaryotes, the 80S ribosomal subunit is there, and in that the larger subunit is 60S, smaller one 40S. Then if you take a chemical composition of the ribosome, here 85% of ribosome contain rRNA itself. That is ribosomal RNA. Only 15% they have a protein. By this, what it indicates, the ribosome mainly made up of ribosomal RNA or rRNA in both prokaryotes as well as eukaryotes. Ribosomes, when they are functioning in a cell, they are not in single. It is a diagram which showing the cluster of ribosomes. They synthesizing different proteins here. It's a protein chain, and protein chain is synthesized, or polypeptide chain is synthesized by ribosomes. This cluster of or bunch of ribosomes are called polyribosomes. What you call the name? Polyribosomes. Bunch of ribosomes, cluster of ribosomes, we called polyribosomes. Then ribosomes helps for synthesis of protein. Hence, function of ribosome is the synthesis of protein in a cell. Therefore, popularly ribosomes we call protein factory of a cell. Another important cell organelle in case of both plant cell and animal cell is endoplasmic reticulum. Endo refers to inside. Plasma refers to membranous structure or membrane. Reticulus refers to network. That means in a cell, a network of membranous structure is formed. That specialized membranous structure is called endoplasmic reticulum or ER. Then that endoplasmic reticulum may arise from nuclear membrane, or it may originate from plasma membrane, or it start originating from nuclear membrane, ends up to plasma membrane. Therefore, it's not an independent body, it's a modified either nuclear membrane or plasma membrane itself form network like a special cytoskeleton, cell skeleton, that is called endoplasmic reticulum. Typically, if we consider the endoplasmic reticulum, it showing a specialized structure called cisternae, and these cisternae connected by tubules, and at the end we have a special structure that the name vesicles. That means typically a endoplasmic reticulum having three important structure. This specialized structure we call the specially cisternae. These are the main part of what we call the endoplasmic reticulum. They are connected by means of a tubules, and whatever the specially ball-like structures are there, that what we call the name vesicles. Hence, structurally endoplasmic reticulum having cisternae. So here it is C, not S, cisternae, then tubules, and lastly vesicles. Like that, structurally we can able to differentiate three important structure. Then if you consider the endoplasmic reticulum, there may be the specially two main types we can say. One, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, another one rough endoplasmic reticulum. Here, if you consider it as the rough endoplasmic reticulum, we call RER, and it is smooth endoplasmic reticulum or SER. There is some basic difference in structure also. If you consider rough endoplasmic reticulum, on the cisternae membrane we have ribosomes. That what we call mainly rough endoplasmic reticulum. Whatever the particles I am showing, all these are ribosomes. They synthesize protein as we studied in the previous cell organelle. Ribosomes are present in case of a rough endoplasmic reticulum, whereas smooth endoplasmic reticulum having as usual cisternae, tubules, and vesicles are also there here. Vesicles. These are vesicles. But there is no ribosomes. Hence, ribosomes are found in rough endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum may not having ribosomes. Then, second one, it's a rough in appearance. Why? Because of presence of that particulates, that particles called ribosomes. It is smooth in appearance. And one more most important functional difference we have, the rough endoplasmic reticulum synthesize protein, whereas smooth endoplasmic reticulum synthesize steroids. On that base, we can differentiate both the rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum having ribosomes, whereas smooth endoplasmic reticulum have no ribosomes at all. One difference. And second one, the rough endoplasmic reticulum synthesize protein, and smooth endoplasmic reticulum responsible for synthesis of steroid. And rough endoplasmic reticulum, due to presence of ribosome, rough in appearance, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, due to absence of ribosomes, they are smooth in appearance. If you consider functions of the especially endoplasmic reticulum, first most important, RER means rough endoplasmic reticulum, that helps to synthesize protein. It is one of the important function. Second one, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, SER, responsible for synthesis of steroids. Then along with that, it plays a very important role, that is cytoskeleton. See here, cytos refers to cell. Cytos refers to cell. For a cell to give mechanical support, it acts as a skeleton, hence we call cytoskeleton. And another one, it helps for a internal transportation. Means it may transfer certain material to the different parts of the cell only. Within cell, whatever the transporting mechanism is there, that will transport it through the cistern and tubules of the endoplasmic reticulum. This is another important cell organelle which is found in both plant cell as well as animal cell. Here we have to discuss one more most important cell organelle. Once again, it is also found in both plant cell as well as animal cell, that is called Golgi complex or Golgi body or Golgi apparatus. Even same structure in plant cell we called dictyosomes. Golgi complex of plant cell is called dictyosome. It was first time reported by Camillo Golgi. Hence it is called Golgi complex. Nearly 1 to 3 Golgi body or nervous Golgi complex present in both plant cell as well as animal cell. They are present nearly nucleus itself. If you take a structural organization of Golgi complex as well as the especially endoplasmic reticulum, they remain same. Like a endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex also having cisternae, and these cisternae are connected with tubules, and at the end we have vesicles. Therefore, structure of Golgi complex as well as endoplasmic reticulum near remain 100% same in both plant cell as well as animal cell. This large membranous structure we call cisternae, and these cisternae are the main structure, main component of the Golgi complex, and they are connected by means of tubules, and this ball-like structure we call vesicles. Hence, structurally, Golgi complex is mainly made up of cisternae, tubules, and vesicles. If you take most important concept of Golgi complex is its function. First, in one word itself, they helps for secretion. That means mainly all the material whatever synthesized that are all packed in a cell, hence it is called packing center of cell we called. That means in different types of plant as well as animal cell, there is a synthesis of different material. Therefore, we can give a very big list of what the Golgi complex, what we call for example, secretion of enzymes takes place with the help of what? Golgi complex. Then secretion of hormones takes place with the help of what? The specially. Then it also helps to store food material, and it helps to prepare or synthesize many what we call cell plate formation substance or cell wall formation substances are secreted by the specially this one. Then whatever the vesicle which is formed here, that vesicle if contain lysosomal enzyme, at that time that structure itself what we call lysosomes. By this it indicates lysosome present in case of animal cell is not a separate structure, it's a structure formed from Golgi complex. Therefore, lysosomes are formed from what we call the name Golgi complex. Then another most important thing, acrosome found in sperm is a modified Golgi complex. Here what happens, all the vesicles in a sperm dissolved, then all tubules are dissolved except one cisternae, all other even cisternae also dissolved in sperm and form a special structure in the head region above the nucleus, and that specialized structure is called acrosome. Therefore, acrosome is modified Golgi complex. What is the modification we see? One cisternae remain, all the cisternaes are dissolved, tubules are dissolved, vesicles are dissolved, and that specialized cup-shaped structure is called acrosome. That acrosome contains lysosomal enzyme. During fertilization, the egg which is covered by egg membrane is dissolved by that acrosomal content. Hence, acrosome helps to dissolve what we called, this is acrosomal enzyme, and that is released on a egg membrane. As a result, what happens? Egg membrane is dissolved and there is a formation of passage, through that the specially sperm enter into the egg. Hence, acrosome is a modified Golgi complex present in head region of sperm. It dissolved egg membrane during fertilization.